What's going on with all my billionaires out there? This the guy, Hoods Billionaire. Welcome to Hoods Billionaire TV. Big favor, big abundance. It's cool to be smart. On today's episode, we're going to be talking about Yungeen Ace going on DJ Akademiks and clearing the air and speaking his piece, man. Letting people know he really not just some super monster stepper that's always angry all the time. And kind of just giving people the insight to his life, man. So let's talk about that. So we all know Yungeen Ace been trending ever since, Julio's passing. Those arrests were recently made, where 3 people are arrested. In regards to connection to that, is 5 total suspects, right? They still pretty much gathering and rounding up everybody. Also Yungeen Ace definitely, the police already let it be known that they watching every move that he makes. But he was on DJ Akademiks. Akademiks released a interview with him today, and he was really just more so giving the insight to why he is the way that he is, right? And he was talking about all the different situations where, his car got shot up, other people it got shot also as well, lost their life, kind of how he grew up. How he grew up in poverty and was, washing clothes in his bathtub and just doing all type of different things, how he came up. And he was speaking on the situation. He was like, man, I think a lot of people think like I'm just one of these guys that walk around angry all the time and just want to go step on something all the time, but I'm really not like that. I don't know where that come from. I'm really a good guy. It's just kind of the environment that I'm in. I have to be a certain way. And I'm going to be honest, I can understand that, right? I can understand that. I know a lot of guys in the streets where, maybe based off the persona that they give off, you might think that they are like, oh, these, crazy guys. But in reality, they really good guys. They really got good hearts. It's just the environment that they in. They not allowed to show that as much, or the environment that they in. They have to be a certain way just in order to survive. So I can understand that thought process. I really can. It makes a lot of sense, and I completely understand it. So when Yungeen Ace is speaking, you know what I'm saying, and he also, I don't know if y'all knew this, but his brother in college, playing football, on the scholarship. You know what I'm saying? He raised his little brother, kept him out the streets. It's a lot of different things that, a lot of people don't talk about. They just talk about this beef. Now, I am going to say this, right? I don't agree with the violence and the killing each other. You know what I'm saying? That's something that we got to get off of. Like, we got to get off of that. All that, you going to unalive, I'm going to unalive your people going to unalive me. All that stuff, we got to get off that type of time, because really it's just self-hate that's been programmed, you know what I'm saying, since Jim Crow. You know what I'm saying? Like, real talk, like that's a programming for self-hate. It really is. It's a programming for self-hate, and we got to get off that self-hate programming where we can only see each other as enemies. We can't all come together as a collective and win together. We see that in other cultures, and it's ethnicity on ethnicity crime in other cultures too. Like, don't get it messed up. It's Chinese on Chinese crime. When you go to China, because that's all there is. So it's a lot of Chinese on Chinese crime. It's a lot of white on white crime. You know what I mean? There's a lot of Mexican on Mexican crime. A lot of Mexican on Mexican crime, right? But at the same time, in the United States of America, I can say a good portion of our thought process comes from that Willie Lynch and the self-hate and a lot of the ways and programming that we had since slavery. That's just real. So I understand what Yungeen Ace is saying, and when somebody take the life of a family member of yours or a close friend of yours, I could understand you wanting payback for that. That's from the human aspect, that's understandable, but when does the cycle stop? So y'all just gonna keep going with the cycle and just keep going? Like, if that's the case, it's like them babies that was arrested for unaliving Julio. Them was babies. They was like 2 18-year-olds and a 21-year-old, or 18-year-old and 2 21-year-olds, or something like that. Like, they were young. They just threw their life away for nothing. They just threw their life away for nothing. I'm sure to them, they thought it was for a good cause, but it was really for nothing. But what I do like is that Yungeen Ace is at least speaking to the fact that, man, look, I'm in my heart, I'm a good person. I'm a family man. I love my family. He was speaking on how he can't even have his family around him a lot just for their safety. You know what I'm saying? They want to be around him. His girl and his kids, they want to be around him, and he be having to let them know for his own safety, for their own safety, they can't be around him like that. That's not a good way to live. That's not a good way to live. And you know why? Because when them steppers come, they don't care that your, and it used to not be like that, but they don't care that your kids and your girl is in the car. You know what I mean? It ain't no rules in this era of stepping. You know, boys always love to quote the mob and quote, you know, try to be like the mafia, but you know, the mob had rules, man. You know, no women, no kids, no elderly. You know, we not stepping on no. You know, if a buddy with his kids, you give him a pass. Buddy with his wife, you give him a pass. You know what I'm saying? Buddy with his mom, you give him a pass. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't keep going forward and buddy with his family. You know what I mean? They not like that no more, man. You know what I'm saying? And Yungeen Ace said that in his song "Do It." He with his kids, do it. He with his mama, do it. You know what I'm saying? So he projecting that same energy. So if he projecting out that energy, he gotta know that energy gotta come back, right? So he know it's no rules in this. He know it ain't no rules. He know it don't matter if I'm with my girl or not. He know it don't matter if I'm with my kids or not. Right? So I gotta move a certain way. But what I do like that he's shedding a light on is that he pretty much saying like, man, I didn't choose to be like this. Like, it was just my environment. And based on the environment that I'm in and I grew up in, this just the way of the life path that I'm on based on my environment. And I'm not gonna say choose, because we all got a choice. It don't matter what environment you come up in, you still get a choice. You know, Serena and Venus grew up in Compton. You know what I'm saying? In the heart of Compton, heart of where the gangs is. They chose to play tennis. You know what I'm saying? They dads kept them on the tennis path. So I'm saying that to say you still got a choice no matter what area you come up in. But it's all about understanding. Can I understand where Yungeen Ace is coming from? Yes. And can I understand kind of the things that he going through and the precautions that he taking? Yes. And can I understand his overall situation, him saying, bro, I'm really not this tough guy, I'm really a good guy, but this just where I'm at? Yes, I can understand that, man. So it is what it is, man. You know what I mean? Whatever come with his path of life, I'm sure he's accepted it, and he know that's just a part of the path that he on. But you know, go check out that interview on DJ Akademiks, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think. This the guy who's being there, big favor, big abundance. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe. This the guy who's being there, big favor, big abundance. It's cool to be smart. I'm gone.